with all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 2. Blessings everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, we're going to make resin crochet hook handles. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos. To keep this video as short as possible, I'm going to list everything that I use in this video down in the description box below. So this is the prepping part. I already sanded my crochet hook handles and I washed it and let it dry. So now I'm going to attach my crochet hooks to the wooden dowels using the electrical tape. Now the electrical tape is sturdier than the painter's tape. I really highly recommend to just use electrical tape when applying your crochet hooks to the wooden dowels. So I also want to say that you want to label your wooden dowels. So you want to label it with the hook that's on that dowel already. So this one is a G hook, so I'm just going to label it the G hook, and the rest of the hooks I'm going to label it H and J. And I found this works best for me because when I written it down on a piece of paper, I almost lost the paper and I kind of freaked out. So I said, you know what, next time around I'll just label the sticks. And I am going to be reusing this when I make more crochet hooks, and I don't have to worry about going back and labeling them again. So I'll come back once I have all my hooks applied to each dowel. So now I'm just going to apply Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover in the color Flat White, and I'm going to just let that dry. I have my epoxy already ready to go and mixed up. My hooks are already dry, and I'm just going to stir it a little bit more to make sure I stirred it up well. And this is only a little bit because we're just going to use this as an adhesive to apply the glitter. So we're only going to need a little bit of epoxy to apply on each handle, and we're just going to use a little bit because we're only going to be using this just to make sure we have a full coverage on our crochet hook handle. And also we're going to make sure we're not applying over too much because we don't want this to get stuck on the dowel and the tape, because that's no fun. And I'm just going to take a little bit of epoxy and go a little bit over right there at the top of the handle part. So once I cleaned up my mess, I am ready to apply the glitters, and I will have each glitter that I use in the description box below. Check out the vinyl on my hand. Y'all know that it was a night indeed because I didn't notice that I had that on my hand. I didn't even feel it. But that's the life of a crafter. So you want to make sure that you're getting the top and the bottom part fully covered with the glitter. And it's just like how you would use when making a cup or a pen. You want to just make sure you get every part that you think that you will have covered. So I didn't have a bottle of this mix because I blend this myself. So I had to, dump it back all in the cup. So I did have like one of those little dollar store containers that I put it in, so that way I have it saved. So you see how I could have missed the bottom of that hook. So that's why I said just double check. So I'm going to speed up the video so that way it can cut time. And I will meet y'all back when I apply the first layer of epoxy to the crochet hook handles. I did apply glitter glue on top of them and it dries clear. I do this so I don't have to do much of epoxying. And for the attachment that I use to have the hook spinning on my turner, I got it from Bama Cups. I attach my dowel into that and it will spin on my cup turner. So right now I have them spinning and this is the first layer of epoxy. I am going to wait till that dry and do another coat of epoxy. So once they were cured overnight, I went ahead and filled the hooks, and I had some spots on there that was I felt the glitter. So I went and sanded down and washed everything. And right now you see me cleaning up the hooks because once I took off the tape, some of the epoxy went onto the handle. I did have a little tough time trying to take it off because it was already cured and I didn't catch that on time. So I am going to get my torch, heat up my X-Acto knife just a tad bit, and you'll see how easy that came off once I did that. I wanted to keep this in here so that way when you see that it's okay to have a little hiccups in the project and try to figure out how to fix it. I also have paint on the hooks too. I don't know what kind of night I had, but I'm just glad that I was able to film this and show y'all that it's okay. I am going to take my magic eraser and a little bit of fingernail polish remover and clean that hook up as well. So now it's time to apply the letters to the crochet hook handles, and I didn't use no transfer tape. I just got the letter off the vinyl and just applied it like that with my finger. And I am going to fill the hook to make sure that I don't feel nothing on that grip part. So now that I have all my hooks taped up back on the dowels, I'm going to let it spin one more time with a thin coat of epoxy on them, and I will meet y'all back with the final product. And here they are. I gotta pack them up because they are going to be mailed out one day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Peace, love, and happy crafting. God bless. Bye.